A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a controversial statement made during a flight on Air Force One, U.S. President Donald Trump expressed confidence that Israel would effectively manage food distribution in Gaza, despite the ongoing humanitarian crisis and mounting death toll associated with aid delivery. Critics argue that this move could further entrench the Israeli occupation and jeopardize the safety of those seeking assistance. Trump reiterated a common Israeli narrative that Hamas is responsible for the misappropriation of aid, a claim that has been challenged by various aid organizations and United Nations officials. Even among Israeli officials, there is a consensus that no substantial evidence supports the allegation that food is being diverted to Hamas. Nonetheless, Trump maintained, a lot of things have been stolen. They send money, they send food, and Hamas steals it. So it's a tricky little game. Trump's statements come at a time when Israeli forces have tightened their blockade of Gaza, allowing aid to flow almost exclusively through the Gaza Humanitarian Fund, GHF, which has been criticized for its handling of aid distribution. Hundreds of Palestinians have reportedly been killed by Israeli fire while trying to access GHF centers. The situation has resulted in a severe hunger crisis in Gaza, leading to numerous deaths due to malnutrition. Whistleblowers from both the Israeli military and GHF have provided testimonies that detail the abuses occurring at these aid distribution sites. Anthony Aguilar, a U.S. Army veteran who worked with GHF, recounted his experiences where Israeli military personnel fired upon crowds of Palestinians seeking aid. He stated, "What I saw on numerous occasions are the Israeli military firing into the crowds of the Palestinians, firing over their head, firing at their feet, not just with rifles or machine guns, but tanks, tank rounds, artillery, mortars, missiles." Aguilar emphasized that the aid seekers were targeted not for being combatants, but merely as a means to control the crowd. As the humanitarian crisis deepens, critics are increasingly concerned that placing Israeli troops in charge of food distribution could lead to further atrocities. Despite acknowledging the reality of starvation in Gaza, Trump refrained from criticizing Israel's actions. Instead, he suggested that Israel should take the lead in delivering aid, claiming, "I think Israel wants to do it, and they'll be good at doing it." This position raises questions about the U.S. government's commitment to humanitarian principles in the region. Last year, the International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant over allegations of war crimes, including the use of starvation as a weapon of war. As the situation evolves, UN-backed food security experts have warned that Gaza is currently facing a worst-case scenario of famine. In light of these developments, the international community watches closely to see how the U.S. and Israel will navigate this complex humanitarian crisis. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.